Boy is one of my favorite plays, which is why I decided to bring it and to direct it. It's the Drawer Boy. It's not like the drawer like in a dresser. It's the Drawer Boy, like someone who draws. If you're here tonight, I imagine that you are someone who enjoys seeing good plays, because that's what we do at Acrosstown Repertory Theatre. Well, this play has a lot to say about stories and the stories that we tell. And thereby, it has a lot to say about the theater.
When the troubles of this life are o'er, I'll fly away to that land on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away.
What does steak cost per pound?
$1.47.
$1.47.
$1.47. People scream at a price like that. Drop down dead in the grocery store when they see that price. Well, let me tell you something. The price of that steak had increased over the last 10 years as much as the price of a postage stamp. That steak had cost $1.57 a pound.
8.2%.
And if it had increased as much as the price of a newspaper, it cost $1.75.
10.2%.
And if it had increased as much as wages have over the last 10 years, it cost $2.08 a pound.
39%.
And if it increased as much as the income tax has, it cost $3.80 a pound.
58.333333%.
And wouldn't that make people scream blue murder in the grocery store? We get nothing for what we do. An egg costs 9 cents in the store. There's almost an armed uprising in the city over how expensive an egg is. You know what it cost me to produce that egg? 9.13 cents. Care to guess what my profit margin is in that egg?
Negative 18.72 cents per gross of egg.
And if I drop one or two, it gets even worse.
How can you afford to run a losing business year in and year out?
Well, I make a little on the milk, and that helps even it out with the eggs. And the rest of the debt I carry over till the next year. Until that year when my crops finally go for what they're actually worth. But that year never comes. People complain about us. They believe all we farmers are making a killing. Politicians complain about us, tired of giving us the subsidies to get us by till the next year. Maybe. Kids are leaving the farm, moving to Toronto. Nobody wants to do what we do. Soon nobody will.
Morgan, why are you shouting?
Farms in a stretch from Windsor to Montreal produce 40% of the food for this country, and soon they'll all just stop. You'll get your food imported from God knows where and see how much a steak goes for then. You go to university?
Yeah.
What'd you study?
English and drama and political science and geology, law and French and phys ed and a little Latin.
Graduate?
Well, I went to a place called Rochdale College. We didn't think the point was to graduate.
How much student loan debt did you run up?
That's a little personal.
More than $2,000?
Oh, yeah.
More than $3,000?
It wound up being around $3,600 altogether.
The government gave you more than I paid myself over the last 4 years.
1968, $861. 1969, $904. 1970, $770.
Don't you write that down? People around here all make about the same as I do. They don't even be hearing it from your stage.
Can I use the figures about the steak?
Wish you would.
They're not going to believe this at rehearsal. You know, we all just go to the store and buy some fruit or a steak and never think about where it comes from. Did you ever think of starting up a communal farm?
Huh?
Have you ever studied the Soviet model? They've been farming communally for decades in Russia, and the results are incredible.
Oh, goddamn communists.
Productivity is up. Everyone has enough to eat. Money's not a worry.
Goddamn communists.
Anybody who looks at it sees it's the wave of the future. Who are your neighbors to the north?
Lobbs, Don and Allison Lobb.
What if the fence came down?
Goddamn communists.
The fence came down between your two places, and what if you and Lobbs agreed to both work the fields? Take turns. Sell one of the tractors. You'd only need the one barn for all the animals, and an equal division of
Goddamn communists.
Angus, why are you shouting?
What's up?
How's that bread coming?
Done.
Miles, let me ask you a question. Now, your answer to this question may have a direct bearing on where you sleep tonight, on how comfortable a place it is you're sleeping in. Whether it's a place where humans normally sleep, or a place where furred and feathered animals generally lay their heads. Miles, how would you describe yourself politically?
Well, I'm an actor. We don't have politics.
I think that's best.